What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another Rent-A-Girlfriend manga review. Okay, I wasn't here last week. Okay, I wasn't here for 416 last week, but I'm here for 417 this week. Okay, that's all that matters. We can forget about the past. Okay, I'd like to apologize about the past. Okay, I was feeling like dog shit last week. Okay, but we're feeling better this week, so we're doing the review this week. Okay, I'm in for the shenanigans and the bullshit already. So the first thing that happens in this chapter is we get a little look into Mami's like family life or whatever, right? We get a picture of her brother right there in the bottom right, and we see her choosing a meat bun, okay? I don't know the symbolism or anything of this, and personally, I don't really fucking care, okay? Mami, like, why? Like, I tell you, we knew this was gonna happen, right? Where the girl comes in, or another girl just comes in, ruins Kazuya's life, right? And it just prolongs the series even more, man. When are we actually gonna get to a conclusion arc happening? Never, probably never. I think it's safe to say never. And then Mami chooses the red meat bun. I don't really know the symbolism behind that, but whatever. She goes into her room, lays down and thinks about Kazuya in the car, which happened last chapter, which I didn't review again, I'm sorry. But if you read last chapter, you know that was a load of bullshit that happened last chapter, right? And Mami's, I guess she's hooked up on life, life problems, I guess, Kazuya problems. I have no idea. I mean, even Mami knows that she's living inside of a trash-ass verse with that face. I mean, look at that shit, man. She knows that the Rent-A-Girlfriend verse is so ass. You could tell. Her face is like, what the fuck? This is some bullshit. Anyway, she's chillaxing. I guess she's thinking about her life. Like I said before, I don't know. I mean, she still hasn't moved on. It's been 417 chapters and she still hasn't moved on. Fun fact. Really fucking great, man. Really great how these girls just come in and ruin Kazuya's life every time. And then we get our chapter artwork, right? And it's Mami looks to be on a plane with a little professional little dress up going on here. You know what I'm saying? Look at that professional little type shit, man. Type shit, I feel that, bro. I feel like a little professional, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, it looks like we're going to be getting a Mami, maybe kind of like a conclusion arc going on soon, which is great, right? Because I definitely want to see more Mami, totally. But, I guess we're just taking it one step at a time, right? Concluding all these characters, right? So we can finally get down to the Kazuya Chizuru business. And then it is revealed that Chizuru is selling her like family house, right? Which is, that's kind of like a hard thing to do, right? Like you have so many memories there and everything, right? Like you're selling the house, it kind of means that like Chizuru might be moving on, right? She's finally moving on, going in like a different direction with her life. Okay, this is great. And then Minnie kind of says like, oh, it wasn't economical. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit right there. No one cared. That's all bullshit, man. That's all bullshit. We all know that Chizuru's just moving on with her life. Let's be real. And even Kazuya is surprised by Chizuru selling this house. He mentions that Chizuru has nerves of steel by selling this, and he's kind of intimidated by the attitude. But then he says that I want to go to Chizuru's apartment, which he's going to buy with like the house money, I guess, soon, right? And of course, Kazuya's gooner ass wants to get in that apartment, of course, okay, of course. So if we get that chapter, man, and Kazuya's absolute riz just goes off of that apartment, I like to see that. I like to see Kazuya start rizzing. And then Kazuya says that he wishes that Chizuru would have like told him about the house, right? How she's selling the house. And Kazuya mentions that like she kind of is feeling a little bit distant, right? She's going away more from Kazuya. And then we skip all that bullshit, right? Because then Kazuya thinks about the Mami situation, okay? So for the past, like, couple of chapters, you know what I'm saying? To me, it just seems like Kazuya has been thinking about all these other girls that we just need to, like, push out of our lives by now. And then Kazuya just starts freaking the fuck out per usual, right? And then he says, women will always be a mystery to me. That is so true, man. So truth, man. Kazuya's speaking that ball knowledge about women will always be a mystery to me, man. If there's anything that's true about Rent-A-Girlfriend, man, that is the truth right there. And then we see Mami still thinking back on her situation, I guess. And then I guess we're getting some, like, highlight reel of the last chapter, you know what I'm saying, man? Unless this Mami's has like this photographic memory suits kind of thing going on, right? And she just like replays the whole fucking scenario in her head, I guess. And I mean, like, look at this, man. We're just going like play by play through this entire scenario. Like, what? Half this chapter is literally just like the car shit again, man. Oh my God. But then we finally get to see like the conclusion of what happened in the car, right? So Mami asks to open the door and Kazuya's like, fucking finally, sure, you know what I'm saying? Get me out of the fucking situation. Kazuya thinks that she just wanted to get up. We all know that's a load of shit, okay? That's a load of bullshit. And Mami says sorry for asking a weird question, okay? Kazuya, we should have just booked it a fucking while ago, you know what I'm saying, man? We gotta drop the driver's ed school, move driver's ed school, okay? We just gotta get the fuck out of there. And then Mami tells Kazuya to forget whatever the fuck just happened. And of course, Kazuya's like, okay, yeah, I'll totally forget what just happened. He's never gonna fucking forget what happened. And then Mami thinks back on what Chizuru said to her, right? Sort your own feelings out. Maybe this is Mami sorting her own feelings out, right? And like, Chizuru, like, I feel like Chizuru, like, didn't know this would happen, right, ever? But like, she should have known, like, that the girls like Kazuya, right? Like, she should have known now, okay? You got some competition. So I guess this arc is just kind of like Mami just sorting her feelings out or whatever, right? Or maybe we're getting like a fucking like war arc or a harem arc or something where the girls just go to war over Kazuya, okay? I would like to see nukes dropped on Ruka, honestly. But in all honesty, I do believe that the next few chapters are going to be focusing on like maybe a conclusion for Mami's character, right? We see her walking away with a blush on her face. I guess she's just sorting out her feelings, right? I mean, she's going to go through this development of sorting out her feelings. Maybe Kazuya will like tell her off or something. I don't know. And then we see Mami in present day. She says that she wants to switch her meat bun to the other one, right? And then what's interesting about this page is that Mami's brother says that you've been like this since you were little. You'll choose one thing and then you'll change your mind a little bit later in life and choose another thing, right? And this obviously makes sense, right? Because at the beginning of the series, we know that Kazuya just broke up with Mami, right? And now we're 417 chapters past that and she's changed her mind finally. And Mami's brother even says this, right? He says the moment you lose something that used to be yours, you just want it all over again, right? Which obviously refers back to the Kazuya breakup and now wanting him again, right? And Mami like knows this is right, obviously. She just fucking fires a fucking meat bun right at her brother's shirt, man. Look at that shit. Oh my God. And then Mami just absolutely just rages the fuck out of her brother, man, just screaming and shit. She eventually leaves, goes to the shower, right? Takes a shower, and then like starts thinking about Kazuya again in the shower, man. This is great. This is great, I guess. And what's interesting here is that like Mami like is like drilling it in her head that Mizuhara and Kazuya like both like each other, right? Like she is like trying to like force herself not to like Kazuya, I think that's what's happening here, right? With her like basically going through like a replay in her mind of all the Mizuhara and Kazuya moments over the series, right? And then we get an absolute gooner shot of fucking Mami butt naked in the shower, man, pleasing all the fan service gooners out there, man. I don't even know if I'm allowed to show this on YouTube, so I might be cooked over here, dead ass. And then this chapter ends off with Mami saying, "It's not like that, you idiot." Okay, so whatever the fuck, I guess. I guess we're getting these chapters where Mami is finally sorting her feelings out, right? And we're gonna get like this war arc. I hope we're gonna get this fucking just like rival arc. Chizuru versus everyone. That would be the best. That would be so cinema, man. That'd be so cinema. Dead ass. But anyway, this chapter is going to get a 5 out of 10 on my Rent-A-Girlfriend scale. I guess this chapter is just all right? This is like a lead up, I guess, into maybe a climax with Mami concluding her character arc, maybe. I really want to see a Mami and Chizuru dialogue one-on-one. Who is taking Kazuya's dick to the finish line? We have no idea, man. It'd be kind of cool, though, to see that one-on-one dialogue. I don't know. I'm interested to see where Mami's character goes. But anyway, that is it for this review, and I will see you all next week for probably another Mami chapter. Great.